we go. All right, we're going to start from child's pose today. We're going to make our way from the mat all the way up to standing, but let's begin from balasana, child's pose. Remember to have something to protect your knees. You can have your knees wider than your hips, or you can have your knees in line with your hips. Anyway, so from here, we're going to just slowly walk the hands forward, releasing the forearms, then the elbows, and then the forehead towards the floor. If you cannot touch the floor with your forehead, remember you can use the block to bring the mat closer to you, or to bring the floor closer to your forehead. So just take a moment here. Notice if you're holding tension in your shoulders, in your neck, in the upper spine, trying to release that. Just breathe in and out. Feel the expansion of the rib cage and the back. Notice the belly expanding out with every inhale. Taking a moment to go inward towards your breath. Lifting the head and the chest slightly off the mat. Let's walk the hands and the arms to the right side. Relax again, forearms, elbows down. Release your neck. Stay in your child's pose, but this time with lateral extension. We're stretching the left side of the torso. Just breathing in and out again. And lifting the head and the chest slightly off the mat. Walk all the way to the left side now. Relaxing elbows, forearms, no tension in the shoulders, please. And just keep inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Time to stretch the right side of the torso. And lift the head, the chest, and let's walk back to neutral position from child's pose. Relax and breathe. And inhale, lift the head, chest, and then lift the hips. And if you have your knees wider than the hips, place your knees under the hips, wrist under the shoulders, and then slowly move the hips from side to side. Now let's make circles in one direction towards the heels, to the opposite direction, slightly forward. Same direction, just mobilizing the hips. We're just in this phase that we're warming up the body slowly, the joints. Now let's go to the opposite direction, to the left, heels right and forward. Just moving. And then return back to center. Now extend your left leg back, tuck the toes under, and press through your left heel. And just keep your neck neutral. Stretching calf muscle, Achilles tendon. And left knee comes under the left hip. And we'll extend now the right leg back, tucking the toes under, gently pressing. And right knee under the right hip. And then inhale. We're going to walk the hands by your knees, lifting the chest, kneeling position. From here, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, move the hips to the heels, sweep the arms out and place the hands to the top of the sacrum and release the forehead down towards the floor. Engage the core, lift the head, lift the chest, sweep the arms out and up. Lower the hands down, back to tabletop position, tucking the toes under, press, downward dog, lift the hips, heels towards the floor, chin to your chest. Inhale, heels up, knees down to the mat, top of the feet flat, and then kneeling position. Inhale, arms out and up, arms out and behind you. Move the hips to the heels, engage the core to slowly lower the chest and forehead down towards the floor. Activate the core, lift the head, chest with no hand support, arms out and up, hands down to tabletop, tucking the toes under, press, lift the hips, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels up, knees down, back to table, and lift the hands off the mat, kneeling position. One more time. Inhale, arms out and up, arms out and behind you. Engage the core. Move the hips back. Release the forehead towards the floor. Activate the core to lift the head, the chest, arms out and up. Hands down to the floor, back to tabletop. Tucking the toes under, lift, downward dog. And here, paddle the feet. Lower one heel at a time. Remember to rotate the shoulders back and down. Keep paddling the feet, gently stretching the back line of the legs, pressing to the palms to lift the hips to create a space in between each vertebrae. Both heels down, both heels up, knees down, back to tabletop position. Engage the core, right arm forward, left leg goes back, hold and breathe. Keep your neck neutral. You activate the glutes and you activate your left leg as you press through your left heel. Don't hold the breath. Take a nice inhale here. And then right hand down, left knee down, tuck the toes under, downward dog. Lift the hips, paddle the feet. External rotation of the shoulder, crown of the hip pointing towards the mat. And you keep lowering one heel at a time. Now both heels up. Both knees down, tabletop. Extend the right leg back and the left arm by your left ear. Don't drop your neck, your head. Core engagement. Hips, glutes, belly, back, lower back muscles holding you in position. Nice, easy breathing. Left hand down, right knee down, and tuck the toes under, downward dog again. Lifting, heels down, and paddle the feet. Working a little bit with shoulder strength here as we press with the palms, and we keep lifting the heels. Now both heels up, knees down, top of the feet flatten the mat. Move the hips to the heels and then bring the arms down by your side as you relax shoulders, elbows, raising hands. Back to Balasana, child's pose. Watch your breath. Inhale, lift the arms, come to kneeling position again. Lower the hands down towards the floor and extend your left leg back and up. Flex your left knee and step forward with your left foot. Tuck the toes under your right leg and the right knee is off the mat. And we're going to press through the heel, rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Then lower the right knee down, top of the foot flat on the mat. Bring the arms up and overhead, and then bring the arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers behind your lower back and draw the shoulder blades into each other to open the front of the chest. Keep opening the right hip flexor. And lower both hands down, straighten the legs and move the hips back. Pick up the ball of your left foot off the mat, chin in. Flex your left knee, Tuck the toes under your back foot and pick up the right knee off the mat again. Engage the core slowly. Lift the torso, shoulders up, back and down. Hold in position as you sink through the hips. Engaging the core, engaging those muscles in the legs. Keep pressing through your right heel and breathing in and out. Shoulders back and down. You're sinking through the hips. Hold in balance and strength. And then lower both hands either side of your left foot. Straighten your left leg. Press to the right heel. Intense stretch. Asymmetrical stance stretch. Flex both knees, lower the right knee down, bring your left knee to meet your right knee, and let's all come to child's pose. Back to the breath. And tabletop. Now extend the right leg back and up, flex the right knee, and step forward. Pick up your left knee off the mat as you tuck the toes under, and we're going to rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Moving forward, press back. One more. Forward and back. Lower your left knee down. Bring the arms out and up. Lift the torso. Arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers. Slide the palms down and then open the chest as you move the hips to the front. Return to your full breathing pattern here. Lower both hands down and just like tuck the toes under, pick up the left knee off the mat, engage the core slowly, hands off the mat, lift the chest, rotate the shoulders back and down, sinking through the hips. And just breathe here as you work in strengthening those hips muscles, the core muscles, the legs muscles, working with balance and strength. Both hands either side of your right foot, straighten your right leg, move the hips back, chin to your chest. Flex your right knee, lower your left knee down, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, and back to Balasana, child's pose. Relax your neck. Moving to table. And just lowering the elbows down, forearms down, interlace the fingers, tucking the toes under, press, lift the hips. Heels down, heels up, knees partially down towards the floor, hovering, straighten both legs. Heels down, heels up, bend the knees, lower, hover the knees. Inhale, straighten, press to the heels, heels up, lower the knees, 90-degree angle. Inhale, straighten, press to the heels, heels up, lower the knees, hover. Two more. Inhale, straighten, press to the heel, heels up, flex the knee, 90-degree, lower, hover. One last. Inhale, straighten, press to the heel, heels up, and this time all the way, knees down towards the floor, top of the feet flat. Separate the hands, press to the palms, lift the elbows, hands under the shoulders, round the spine, and move to child's pose. And return back to tabletop. Place the weight on your right hand and open and twist to the left. Left hand down. Open and twist to the right. Lower your right hand down. Inhale, twist to the left. Left hand under left shoulder. Open and twist to the right. Exhale, right hand down. One more time each side. Inhale, twist to the left. Hand down. Twist to the right. Hand down. Tuck the toes under. Press, straighten the legs. Downward dog. And walk your hands towards the feet. We are all standing in the back of the mat. Take your blanket or towel off the floor and then just folding forward with the knees slightly bent. Hold from the opposite elbows. Relax your spine, your neck, your hips. And just sway as you bend one knee at a time. Sway those hips. Relax and just allow the spine to be free. The hips, the back line of both legs, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. This is a gentle inversion since your head is below your heart level. And then slowly stop the swing back to neutral position. Release the hands down towards the floor. And slowly, with heavy arms, heavy head, we're going to find our way up to standing position. Drawing the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the hands to the heart center. Welcome to Samastiti. Take a moment to reconnect back with the breath. And lower the hands down by your hips. Let's bring the heels off the mat, testing the balance. Lower the heel down. Lift the toes. Rock forward. Lift the heels up. Lower the heels down. Lift the toes. And just rock forward and back, lifting the heels, lowering the heels, and lifting the toes and lowering the toes. Just keep moving like this. Nice movement there for the sole of your feet, your ankles, your calf muscles. A few more round, lifting and lowering. And then the heels are going down towards the floor. With the next inhale, sweep the arms out and up. As you exhale, flex the knee, chair pose, sweep the arms down by your hips, open the chest. Inhale, straighten both legs, sweep the arms forward and up. Lengthen the spine, swan dive, and all the way down towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Inhale, come halfway up, arms out to the side, airplane pose. Exhale, fall forward back to Uttanasana. Bring the arms forward, arms by your ears, palm facing to each other. Engage the core, come all the way up to standing. Flex the knees, sweep the arms down by your hips. Chair pose, open the chest. Inhale, straighten both knees, sweep the arms up and overhead. Pull the belly in, swan dive, fall forward all the way down. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Engage the core, bring the arms out in T position. Lift the torso halfway up. Exhale, fall forward back to Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Arms by your ears, lengthen the spine, engage, come all the way up. Flex the knees, sweep the arms down by your hips, chair pose, shoulders back and down. Lift the chest. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching through the fingertips, swan dive. Fall forward from the hips, hands down. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Engage the core, come halfway up. Exhale, fall forward. Engage the core, arms forward by your ears. Engage and lift. Bend the knees, sweep the arms down by your hips, chair pose. Lift the heart. Engage, control the engagement of the abdominal muscles. Straighten the legs and arm all the way arm. And then swan dive, fall forward, hands towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Arms out to the side. Arms come, the spine comes halfway up. We fall forward back to Uttanasana. We engage the core to bring arms forward by your ears and come all the way up to standing. Last round. Flex the knee, back to chair pose. Open the chest. Engage, straighten both legs, arms overhead. Let's do swan dive. One last round. Fall forward and nod your head, yes. And shake your head, no. Engage the spine to bring the arms out to the side. Lift the chest halfway up. And then you fall forward back to Uttanasana. The arms coming by your ears, palm facing to each other. Engage the core, come all the way up. And this is our last chair pose. And we're going to hold it here. Shoulders back and down. You're sinking through the hips. You're lifting the chest. Activate those lower back muscles and then straighten the legs slowly. Arms overhead. We fall forward back to swan dive. And we hold here. Relax the spine, bend one knee at a time. Just soften any tension there. And then heavy arms, heavy head. We're going to find our way all the way back to standing, Samastiti. Shoulders up to the ears. Releasing back and down. Bring the hands together to your heart center. Welcome back to your Samastiti. Notice the sole of the feet. And make sure that the body of your weight is distributed equally, front and back, and both sides of your feet. Lifting through the arches. Draw the belly in. And go back to your breath. And then slowly lower the hands down by your side. Let's come to a standing position here with the feet wider than the hips, and then rotate the toes of your right foot so they're pointing to the front of the mat, and the left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Flex your right knee and make sure you're not bringing the knee in. The knee should be right over your right ankle and your hips below your shoulders. Arm out to the side in T position. Welcome to Vrivardhasana 2, Warrior 2. And from here, we're going to flex the right elbow, lower the forearm down by your right thigh, and reach through the left arm by your left ear. Extended side angle pose. Engage the core and back to Warrior 2. Keep your right knee bent. Inhale. Exhale, flex and move the spine to the right and just sink deeply, a little bit deeper to your right hip. And inhale, back to Warrior 2. Look over to your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, flex and lower to the right side. And inhale back to Warrior 2. Look over to your right hand. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, flex and lower. Move the spine to the right. Engage the core. Slowly bring the torso back to neutral. Back to Warrior 2. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, flex and lower. That's our last. Now straighten your left leg, keep your left arm there and coming to lower your right hand below your knee if you can, and just slowly move the left arm so the left arm is in line with your right arm. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Notice if you're collapsing the shoulder forward, you want to move the left shoulder back to have that nice open chest. Flex your right knee slowly back through center. Straighten your right leg, rotate the right foot, and the left heel comes in. Left knee bent, make sure it's over to your left ankle, shoulders over the hips, arms out in T. Look over to your left shoulder. Take a nice inhale, flex your left elbow and move the spine to the left as you reach for the fingertips of your right hand in a nice line. Engage the core, keep your left knee bent, Warrior 2. Deep inhale. Exhale, flex the elbow, lower to your left thigh. Inhale, back to Warrior 2. Keep your left knee bent all times. Inhale, flex the elbow and lower down. Engage the core, back to Warrior 2. Nice inhale. Exhale, flex your left elbow, move the spine to the left. Sink a little bit deeper through those hips. Back through center. Take a nice inhale. Flex elbow and lower. Now straighten your left leg, lower your left hand to your left shin, and then slowly guide the right arm so it's in line with your left arm. And this is triangle on your left side, and feel the stretch in the opening of the left inner thigh, and you're reaching through the fingertips of your right hand. Nice inhale here, flex your left knee, bring the spine back to neutral, Lower the hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Straighten your left leg. Flex your right knee, right foot under right hip, left foot under your left hip. Hands to the heart. Checking in with the breath and checking in with the heart rate. And lower the hands down by your hips. Again, have your feet wider than the hips, and this time bring both heels in. So let's work on strength again, muscles of the hips and the legs. But remember, when we flex the knees, we don't bring the knees in. We bring the knees out so they are in line with your heels, like open hips, inner thighs and groin, and bring arms overhead. Lower the right hand down and move the spine to the left. Bring the arm up, hands to the heart center, lower into goddess. Inhale, straighten, bring the arms up and overhead. Lower your left hand down, the spine moves to the left. The left hand comes up to meet your right. Flex the elbows, lower into goddess. Inhale, straighten both legs, reach through the fingertips. Lower the right arm down, the spine moves to the right. Inhale, right arm comes up to touch your left hand. Flex the elbows, lower, exhale. Inhale, straighten and reach to the fingertips. And moving the spine to the left. Left hand comes up to touch your right. Flex the elbows lower and hold in position. Engage the core. Right heel up, right heel down, left heel up, left heel down, right heel up and down, left heel up and down. One more time, right heel up, down, left heel up, down, straighten both legs, reach through the fingertips, bring the arms out and down by your hips, draw the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Rotate so now the toes, the feet are parallel to each other. Bring the right arm up and overhead, flex the right elbow, right hand to your left ear, and then lower the right ear to right shoulder. Hold and breathe. Relax your right shoulder down. And release, right hand down. Bring the left arm out and up, flex the elbow, place your left hand to your right ear, and exhale, left ear to left shoulder, soften the right shoulder down. Back to your breath. Release, head back through center. Now bring both arms out, flex the elbows, hands to the back of the skull, elbows in, chin to your chest. And lift the head, elbows out, release the hands down, shoulders up, back and down. Flex the knees slightly and then just rock and move the spine, just swinging the arms from side to side. Release any tension there. Remember to have some soft knees. And slowly back through center. Straighten the legs, right foot under right hip, left foot under the left hip. Hands together, back to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Return to the full deep breath. Control breathing here. And slowly release the hands down. Let's work on balance pose from standing position. Working on tree pose. Hands to your waist. Flex your right knee and then open the knee out. So your heels of your right foot might be touching the inner part of your left ankle, and that is just fine. You can bring the arms up and overhead, and just maybe the big toes barely touching the floor. A little support there, that's perfectly fine. You can bring that right foot higher or above your knee if you feel like it's okay there. Never in your knee joint, remember that. Soften shoulders, find a spot in front of you on the floor where you can focus your gaze and go back to the breath. And lower the hands down, right foot down, and have some little movement here, especially your left leg, your foot and ankle. And let's do the same thing, opposite side. Hands to the waist, place the weight on your right foot, flex your left knee, and bring that left heel in. This is just a modification. This is just a good way, just maybe the big toes barely touching the floor. Bring the left foot higher below your knee or above your knee if that feels fine for you. And this time you can bring the hands together. Again, find a spot in the floor where you can focus your gaze and avoid any distraction of a room, any distractions on your balance. And return to the full deep breathing pattern of yours. And lower your left foot down, lower the hands down, and give yourself some movement there in your legs, feet, and hips. Shake the legs. And let's all find our way to the back of the mat. So keep your blanket handy. And with the next inhale, we float down forward and all the way up and overhead. Find that nice space in between each vertebrae and then swan dive. Move the hips back with a flat spine. Lower the hands down towards the floor, crown of the head towards the mat. Breathing in and out, and then slowly walk your hands to downward dog. From downward dog, heels up, knees down towards the floor, flex the elbows, and then slowly lower the chest, the belly, the hips, straighten the legs, elbows out. Make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead in your hands as you just take a moment, noticing the breath. This is a mini Shavasana, reverse Shavasana, where we're resting and we're gathering energy back up. Keep your forehead down. Press with the hips and lift the left foot off the mat. If you can, lift the knee and the thigh up. Hold in position. Activate lower back muscles, the glutes on the left side. Slowly lower the left foot down. Inhale. Pick up the right foot, maybe the thigh, the knee up. Hold up in position. Take an inhale. Slowly lower your right foot down. Press through the hips equally. Engage and left leg goes up. Hold up in position. Exhale, slowly lower your left foot down. Press through the hips. Lift the right foot up. Hold up. Exhale, lower down. One more time each side. Press equally through the hips. Pick up the left foot, left thigh up. Hold up. And lower your left foot down. Now right foot come up. Hold up. And then slowly lower as you exhale the right foot down. Now, have your hands by your rib cage, hugging the rib cage with the elbows. Now the feet stay together and down. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Use the hands just for support. Engage the upper part muscles and lift the chest, hold up in position. Breathing in and out, take a nice inhale. Exhale, lower the chest, lower the forehead down. Inhale, slowly lift the head, the chest, hold up. And exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift and up. Exhale all the way down. 3 more rounds at your own rhythm. You lift slowly, you engage, you hold there. And when you're ready, you slowly exhale and lower your Bhujangasana down. 2 more. Press with the hips. Engage those muscles. Keep the neck neutral. Up, hold, and exhale slowly down. Last round. Inhale, activate those muscles to lift the chest. Take a nice inhale. Lower the chest down. Press with the palms. Now lift the chest, lift the hips, the pelvis. Move the hips to the heels. Balasana to relax the lower back and middle back and shoulder. Anything there. Just breathe through this. Slowly lift the head and the chest, return to table. Now move the hips to one side and swing the legs to the front. Have your blanket, your towel, when we go down so you can protect your neck and head. And we're going to begin from the opposite side of the mat. So with the feet wide as your hips, we're going to come into farmer's pose rounding. Inhale, straighten, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, elbows out. And then slowly lift the spine, neutral neck, neutral spine. Exhale, round the spine, chin in. Inhale, straighten the spine. Round the spine, chin in. Straighten the spine. One last. Exhale, round the spine, chin in. And coming to neutral position. From here, arms forward, palms facing to each other, shoulders back and down. We lean back, we engage, and we lift. And then we rock and then just lower halfway down, hold, and then lift, flatten the spine. We move back and hold, engage in flat spine. We move back and hold, and back to neutral. One more. We move back and hold, and back to neutral, hug, and then farmer's pose. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your upper spine, middle back, middle, lower back. And lift the head, lift the chest, and then slowly hands to your knees, gently round the spine. We're going to find our way down towards the floor. Lower the head, slide the heels under the knees, and we're going to hold from the back of your left hamstring to straighten up to the sky. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Some rotation there in that left ankle and foot. Flex your left knee, lower your left foot down. Now holding from the hamstring of your right leg, straighten the leg up to flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Some rotation in one direction and the opposite direction. Flex the knee, lower the right foot down. Now straighten both legs up to the sky. Flex the knee, lower the feet down, heels towards the floor. Lift the pelvis into bridge pose. Exhale, drop halfway down. Inhale, lift the pelvis high. Lower your bridge down, 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 down. Legs up to the sky. Straighten. Flex. Heels down. Bridge pose again. Lifting the pelvis. Lower halfway down. Lift the pelvis high. Bridge all the way down as you exhale. Legs up to the sky. Straighten. Flex the knee. One more time. Feet wide as your hips. Lifting into high bridge. Exhale, drop halfway down. Inhale, lift the bridge all the way up. Lower your bridge down, down, down. Straighten the legs up to the sky. Flex the knee and hug yourself to rock from side to side. Return back through center, arms out to the side. Guide the knees so they're in line with your hips and your heels are in line with your knees. 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale. Slowly twist to the left. We're going to hover. We're going to straighten the right leg towards your left hand. Flex your right knee. Keep hovering. Bring both legs back to neutral. To the right. We exhale slowly to hover. Straighten your left leg to your right hand. Flex your left knee, engage, come all the way back through center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, twist to the left, hover. Extend the right leg to your left hand. Flex your right knee, engage back through center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale slowly, twist to the right, hover. Stretching your left leg to the right hand. Flex your left knee, engage back through center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. Straighten your right leg to your left hand. Flex your right knee. Engage back through center. Last round, take a nice inhale. And twist to the right and hover. Stretching your left leg to your right hand. Flex your left knee. Engage the core. Bring both legs back through center. Lower the feet down, wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis into high bridge. Hold it there. Keep the arms in out in T position. Keep lifting from the pelvis and the hips. Activate those muscles on the lower back, middle back. Activate those hips and glutes. Take a nice inhale here. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, going down, down, down towards the floor. Feet off the mat, hands to your knees, and then slowly guide the thighs in and away, in and away, into the chest and away. Keep big toes touching. Open the knees out and close, out and close, out and close. Lower the feet down, figure four. Place the left foot on top of your right thigh with both hands holding from the hamstring or the shin of your right leg. Work through the breath as you release your IT band on your left side. And switch. Left foot goes down, right foot on top of your left thigh, holding from the hamstring or the shin of your left leg. Chin slightly tucked in. Deep exhales to release and stretch the outside of the right hip, the IT band. And release, lower the feet down, and then extend the legs up to the sky and separate the legs to rotate again the ankles in one direction, opposite direction. Flex the feet slowly, bring the thighs, the legs, and then flex the knee to lower the feet down the width of your hips. Now bring the arms out and up and towards the sky. Make a fist and rotate the wrist in one direction, the opposite direction, and spread the fingers and make a fist. Spread the fingers and make a fist. Spread and then arms out to the side, palm facing up. Lift the chest and adjust your upper spine, the shoulder blades, and then bring the arms up. Flex the elbows and hug yourself. Bring the arms up to the sky, open out in T. Float the arms up to the sky, flex the elbows, hug yourself. Arms up to the sky, open out in T. And just two more rounds, moving the shoulders, the elbows, swinging, opening and closing the arms. Just one last round. And then hugging yourself, bring the thighs into the chest, and then slowly lower the feet down towards the floor. Now walk your feet wide as your mat, bring the thighs in, bring the knees out. Thighs and knees in, and bring the knees out. And just some movement there, opening, close the knees, working on those hip joints. Again. Now you open the knees and then we a windshield wiper, moving the legs and the neck and the head into the opposite direction. Just be gentle with this movement. Don't rush through this. Take your time to get that sweet and nice mobilization of the head, the legs, the hips. Dropping the legs to the left, head to the right, and hold it there. Back to the deep breath. Head neutral, legs to neutral, drop the legs to the right, head to the left, and hold and breathe. And back through center. Bring the sole of the feet together, open the knees out, sole of feet together. Keep the arms out in T. And here, do your best to soften muscles, the muscles of your glutes, the inner thighs muscles, the hips, the inner groin, the pelvic floor. Soften that hip region. Slowly guide the right foot to the right corner of the mat. Keep the right foot out. And then slowly guide the left foot to the left corner of the mat and keep the left foot out. Slide the arms somewhere in between your hips and shoulders. Pick up the chest, adjust the upper spine, the shoulder blades, adjust behind your hips and pelvis. Take a deep inhale and just side out. And again. And one more. Close your lips softly. Relax the muscle of your face. And welcome now to your final pose. Welcome now to your Shavasana. Time of letting go. Time of releasing any tension you may be holding still on your body and mind. Allow your entire body to come into a full relaxation state. I'm going to just let you be with your own resting final Shavasana pose. You have the tools to direct your body and mind to come into a deep and sweet relaxation. Surrender to stillness. Calm your mind and body and fall into a deep and sweet rest. Now slowly, please begin to deepen the breath. And as you bring some movement gently back to the body, you wiggle your toes, move your feet and your ankles, you wiggle your fingers and wrists. Just slowly move the body. And with your next inhale, the arms coming overhead, pointing the toes, reaching through the fingertips. Nice inhalation. And then exhale, you flex both knees, you hug yourself and slowly roll over to one side. And without rushing, just take a moment there. And your head comes last. Let's all find our way to a seated position, comfortable seated position. So if you need to modify to stay here seated with the spine upright and not fighting through the pose, just do so. Keep the spine upright with the eyes closed, making sure you're not holding tension on the face and the jaw or the shoulders. And then bring the tension inward towards the heart, around the heart center. And we visualize that strong muscle that keep us alive. And it goes deep into that heart. I'm going to place in our heart center some intention. We're going to create this intention from the depth of our hearts. And whatever that intention is, I always like to say it could be an intention just for the next few hours or for the remain of the day or the remain of the week. We're going to generate this intention of making some kind of change that is going to be beneficial for our bodies, our minds, and spirits. And reinforcing that intention. One more time. Repeating within our hearts and our mind what our intention is about. What is the goal of that intention? And we'll bring the hands close to the heart. And we'll repeat that intention one more time, just in case. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we'll have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating in our minds, in our hearts. And we'll have peaceful, loving, sweet words to keep offering to everyone and to ourselves all the time. And may our actions always, always be inspired by love, sweetness, peace, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.